So you don't know music theory and you want to create a beat. In fact, when people talk about music theory, it sounds like some scientific mathematical equation that is from planet XYZ, and you just want to learn how to do that. If you're interested in making beats without you having to learn the whole music theory and going through the long process of learning all those mathematical equations, this video is for you. And if you watch it to the end and you cannot make a beat after this video, come and arrest me in my house. Trust me.
What if they actually come to your house?
I will run away. So let's begin the class. I told you earlier that if you don't know anything about music theory, this video is for you, and do not worry, right? We're gonna make a banger beat without having to use any music theory, and by the end of this video, trust me, you'll be able to make something crazy. Let's make a basic drum pattern so that we can use that as something that we can groove to. And if you can't make drum patterns, I'll put a link to our previous class where we talked about the basics of music production, how you can make drums, how you can make the patterns and whatnot. Everything is there. Just the link will be somewhere here. So let's jump in and just make something basic. We're on 100 BPM, so let's just make something simple. 100 BPM is for mostly Afro beats or Afro swing. So let's do something simple. All right. We can copy this one. And then we have we can do kicks as well, all right? All right. I think I like that pattern. That pattern is nice. All right. So now we have something we can groove to, right? In fact, let's add hearts to this so it can make sense. All right. Just basic patterns, simple stuff that we can do. All right. Just copy this one, just for us to have like a groove or something that we can use. Yeah, we can turn this hi-hat down a little bit. Nice. Cool. So now that we have our drum pattern, hey, let's start creating. Let's go into like the main deal, the reason why we are here, right? So I said let's take, for instance, you can't create anything, you don't know anything about music theory. Let's just do this. Let's call this chords, right? These are playlists. We'll give it a nice color. Let's just call this chords, right? Now I'm using this is Lounge Lizard. Lounge Lizard is kind of like I'm trying to impress you people that don't know music. Don't mind me. So let's go to the piano roll. Go to the piano roll like this, open piano roll, and then there's something inside here we call, just like this little button here. There's something here we call stamp, right? This is stamp right here. Now, what this stamp does is that it gives you options of different chords, right? Remember, we don't know chords, right? We don't know anything about chords, but this thing knows chords. So I'll suggest that you take notes of some of the chords that are used in Afrobeats or used in most music. They are the simple chords, but they make our music sound so interesting. So take note of this major chord, right? Major seventh, your minor chord, your minor seventh, and your minor ninth. They are all like in the same area. So major seven, minor seventh, the minor ninth, right? So let's just pick one of them. Say we're in key. Let's just say we want to do like a minor chord, right? Just click this minor like this. Count. And once you click it, what it does is that it builds a chord for you automatically. Oh God, FL Studio, God bless you. It builds a chord for you. Let me see. Let me show you what I'm saying. Say this is A, right? Right. You can just like click anywhere, right? Once you click here, bam, it builds a chord for you, right? Right? Woo! Right? That's a chord. Now, let's make it more interesting. Instead of just picking a minor, let's pick a minor seventh, right? So you come here, you come to stamp, and we'll pick a minor seventh, right? And you click that same chord, that same note again. and then it creates, you can extend it, it creates a minor chord for you. Woo! Is that not amazing? So now you will notice something, you will run into one challenge. You see it's changing color a little bit. That means everything is grouped and you can't move individual notes. So let me show you how to go out of there. Just click Alt G. Once you click Alt G, voila, magic. You can now move any notes you want. So from this stage, what I'll suggest you do, reduce the velocity a little bit, right? What I'll suggest that you do is look for the root note, right? This is the root note. This is where, excuse me, this is where the note is starting from. The root note is kind of like where your chord is starting from. So in our own case, this is A. Just like find another A, right? Or just find another A, right? Yes, you can see it written here, A3, right? So now we have like a bass or a lower note for it. Woo! In fact, we didn't have to do any, we didn't even have to know any music theory or anything like that. So let's do, just count 1, 2, 3 on the chord that was created to you and look for that chord again. So this is E. So let's look for E. This is E. This is E right here. So you can, if you don't find, you see it is written here. It is written here. So you can easily just look for it. This is E. So now we have a very strong, nice chord built for us. Hey. So on this other one, let's do a major chord. Maybe we'll do like a major 9. All right, let's do like a major 7. Let's do major 7. There's no major 9 here. So let's do major 7. Once you click it, it automatically gives you a chord, right? Just click it like this, bam, and then you have another chord. Hey, hey. Woo! And remember, we can't move anything around till we click what? Alt G. So just Alt G like this, and then you can move anything you want all around. So we're going to look for the root note again, which is this C, right? Just look for another C. And this is another C. Just count 2 again. 1, 2, 3, right? This is the third note. So put it here. This is it. G. Hey. So it's fuller now. Hey. So let's do another, since we're doing this, let's do another major chord, right? You can just copy this, shift and copy it. And let's do maybe F here. Right? Woo! And for the last one, let's do a minor 9th. So just come here, stamp, minor 9th, right? Click it, and then let's do D, right? Or probably I want it to be lower, so you can just, all I just did is control and arrow down and brought it down. Right? Or maybe we prefer it up. Up is fine. I like how it sounds up. So let's do that trick again. Alt G. Find the lowest note, which is D. So we'll find D. This is D right here. And find 1, 2, 3, A, right? So we'll find A. Ooh! So we have our chord built already like this. Now you can just press Ctrl A and do Ctrl B. Ctrl B will just paste it to the next slide. So instead of the first chord we did was A minor, right? Woo! So I want to change this one to, instead of A minor 7, I want to change it to, let's say we'll change it to A minor 9th instead. So we'll go for minor 9th here and just click that A again, right? Alt G, and we'll look for our A down here, and then we'll look for our E down here. Ooh! You that don't know music theory, you create more amazing chords than people that know music theory. So one thing I like to do to make it sound as humanized or as human, when humans play keys and whatnot. There's an imperfection to it. So what we'll do is select all like this, Control A, and click Alt R. Alt R will bring out this randomizer tool. As you can see down here, what it does is it randomizes the velocity, like how loud or how low you play the sound. You know, when you play chords at the same time, you can't hit all of them at the same volume. Some will be louder, some will be lower, and that's our human imperfection. So that's what this thing is doing right here, to just add a little bit of imperfection to it. That's nice, right? So what we have now is, woo. We can even still make it more interesting because it's possible that we have bass in the song. So let's select all the low notes. So I'm holding Shift and Control down, and I'm just selecting all the notes. I'm selecting all the low notes that we might have, all these ones, yeah. And then I'm going to reduce the velocity because I don't want the lower notes to be louder than the higher notes. You get what I'm saying? So you can still, if you want, you can still press Ctrl R. It will still randomize it a little bit for you and hit accept. So it's cleaner now. Woo! So one more trick before one more crazy trick. You see all those ones that are up here? There's a trick you can do to it to make it sound even more interesting. It's called strumming, right? So when you play the piano, you can't play it perfectly. There's sometimes that you want to do. Okay, I play piano, so let me show you what I mean. If I play it on the keys, you hear that? As opposed to, you know, we're doing this. Woo! Show off. I know it is show off. All right, so let me show you how to do that if you don't know music theory at all. Just select the notes you want to strum and click Alt S. Now, Alt S will bring out this strummizer, right? Now, what the strummizer does is strums notes for you. So this is the strength. You just need to mess with only the strength. The strength will show you how long you want it to be. Just make sure you do it a little, so don't add too much to it. Just a little like this, right? So now we just click accept, and then we have something like this. Woo! And remember to like just put it down a little bit. So you can do different strum for different ones. So I will change the strum to a little bit tighter like this, or you can just select multiple ones like this, and just hit Alt S and then strum like that. It accepts and reduce the length a little bit. So select the remaining ones. This one, Alt S. Probably make this one shorter or longer, safe. And then we'll have something that sounds like this. Hey! Woo! And I think we should reduce this one we should put it down so that it can be thicker. Oh, I missed one note. I missed one note when I was strumming. So I'm just going to do this one again. So just put it down. So we have, let me play the entire thing for you. Hey. Woo! Imagine telling someone that you that did this thing, you have no musical background. They will go nuts. They will be like, how? How did you do it? How did you do it? Well, let's move on. I want the velocity to be a bit lower. You can just click Alt and just scroll down a little bit like this. And then you have it. Now we have our chords. I'm going to show you how to make bass before I go, obviously, so that you can obviously put bass on your music, right? So let me show you that quickly. We have a bass here. It will be advisable you do it in the same pattern so that you can see the ghost note behind like this. So how to create bass is basically, it's very easy. Just look for the last note on every chord, right? The one we're building the other time. So this is this. All right. So hey, now you have bass. Now you have bass, right? You can reduce it a little bit. Hey, shawty say you went to the party. You just wanna be better party. Kumbaya, me them gonna cante. Every time I go, I'm gonna pay. I be Burna Boy. Every time I say I be whiskey. Oh no, she tell me say she know I know whether I the craze. I be crazy. So with this knowledge, you can easily do anything you want. And let me show you something that's crazy. If you're on this stuff like this, you can easily like use any of these notes to create like a melody or like a melody line if you want. Like take for instance like this one. Let's select E like this. You can do put E up here, right? You can even select this one, mi the la. You can put this one here, right? It's just like just using it to create like small melodies. Hey, find another one here. This is C. You can use it, just put it here, right? Just create whatever it is you want. Let's use. This is A4. Let's do A. Just look for A. This is A. Put it here. Ooh. Yeah, you can turn it down if you want, right? And we can do the same thing here. I can just copy this one over here like this. And we'll have the same thing. And you can copy this one too if you want to here. Or we can change this one to something else. Let's do... So all you need to do is just look at the name that is here. Let me show you well. Zoom very well so you can see everyone has. This is E5. This is C5. Just look for numbers. Just look for the letters and the numbers on the keys. So if you want this E5 like this, just create a note and look for E. Right? Just look for E. This is E. This is E6. So it's easy. And now we have like a whole full idea that we can turn into whatever we want. So let me just play everything that we have done today. Hey. This is already a good beat. It's already a good beat. So if you want to arrange, we can do like say we take out this thing like this and then put drums here. Shawty said she don't come from you. I know. Temperature check where the pound on. She tell me say I be godfather. She tell me say I be one tada me in Campandera. Every time I go pim panapera I'm a character with a party. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Crazy. So if you found value in what I just did now, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and beg you, this is the only way you can support me. Please support to this YouTube channel, and if you have any questions or anything that you might want to ask on ePianoh, just leave it in the comment section and I'm going to be treating it. This is an answer to someone's question. So let's get it. See you on the next class.